On top of that, ooh, pause. Okay. On top of that, I want to show y'all that I love to do art. So we're gonna do a little bit of art, and I feel like my subconscious is like, girl, you're doing anything and everything to like basically avoid doing work. And it's like, perhaps y'all, perhaps that's the case. But you know what? I feel like it's really good to have a balance of things, you know. And I don't want to like be so hardworking that I don't remember to have fun. Like I don't remember to live my life. And in the past, I have done that. Like in the very recent past. Like I'm not even saying like in the far past. Like this is just stuff I've been doing. I'm gonna put this right here. So yeah, we'll just start with this. I actually just thought of this right now. As we speak, I just thought of it. So we'll see how this goes. I just thought of like sitting down because the pool is gonna be there, but I also don't want to spend like 2 hours on this. So let's see. Oh. Okay. So fun fact. I think I'm gonna cut like a preview of this for Instagram. But fun fact, so I got this. I don't know if some of you have this one, but I got this at Home Goods, and so it's a wreath, and it has a lot of oranges like right here. So yeah, so whoever crafted this, I mean, I do enjoy it because it gives very like Florida Christmas, and I did put it up for Christmas last year. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some oranges, I'm gonna pluck them and, ooh, let's see, okay. And I'm just gonna put them in here. Because basically, first of all, we don't need that many oranges on one wreath. And, you know, wait, just a little bit of just art, improv will do. So, wait, this one is a little hard to get up, okay? There you go. So basically, I'm gonna make believe that this vase is like, I don't know, just like supposed to be a fruit kind of, ooh, sorry, a fruit kind of vase. I don't know if that's gonna stay again, but then we'll have this one. So this one accidentally has the little stem thing, but maybe it gives it character, who knows. And then I think maybe like a couple more just to make it even a little bit. So as you can see, I'm just taking them out. This one can do. Wait. Okay. Yep. So that's just gonna do, and then basically we'll just paint like around it. And as you can see, you can still use this. Like I feel like it looks even better now. I'm just kidding. I don't really care. But yeah. Anywho, so I actually took painting classes as a kid, and my mom was always really upset with me because she was always like, oh, like you just always wanted to paint, like you never wanted to do ballet, because she wanted me to be graceful and stuff like that. And then little did she know, I turned out crazy. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, oh, okay. So, yeah, so I just recorded something for TikTok and Instagram. And basically my day has been pretty crazy. I wonder if like my therapist is gonna find out about my social media. I feel like he will. I don't know if I'm gonna tell him, but I feel like he will. But like, I don't know. Like, am I happy about, oh, this is the worst part of art. The worst part of art is when you get messy. Okay. Like, on your body, I mean. But yeah, at least in my opinion. But anyways, as I was saying, so like, I don't know if my therapist, like, if he's gonna know that, like, kind of the reason why I've been a little stressed out is because, like, I've had to, like, really advertise myself on my social media. So, like, I don't know if he's ever gonna be like, she's stressing me out. Like, let me try to find out what she's been up to and then find out, like, every little thing that I've been up to, because I've had close relationships with therapists before. And yeah, it's been a journey. Oh, let me try to put this into frame. I'll put this right here. Okay, but yeah. This is acrylic paint that I'm using, and I got this at Target. But anyways, yeah, so I don't know if he's gonna be like, also, by the way, this is really therapeutic and it's tickling my brain. But anyways, yeah, so again, long story short, like, I just don't want people who, like, already know so much about me. Like, it doesn't matter who it is. I always just feel a little weird about that. Like, I don't know if it's because I'm a Capricorn, and I don't even know if that matters, but, like, I guess it just makes me feel weird, like, regardless of all that girly pop things. Like, I don't know what it is besides, like, I think growing up, I just was always given, like, almost no room to creatively express myself. And I feel like as a child, I really craved that, you know, like, I really wanted to be able to feel like I'm not alone in everything I was doing. Because there were times as a kid, I really did feel very alone because, like, so I grew up being the oldest, and, like, I do have an older sister, but she lived in another country and still does. So, like, in America, obviously where I was born, like, I was the oldest with my brother, and I always just felt like, because he got in trouble a lot, and I just always felt like really, like, alone in the sense where, like, I got an art award. So I remember, like, I got handwriting, multiplication. I got, like, so many awards when I was, like, a kid because, like, I guess I just naturally was good at stuff. Like, my parents never forced me to be good. I just was naturally good, and I just got so many awards to the point where, like, it's so funny. I don't know, because I don't know how many kids have this. Like, I don't keep up. But, like, it got to the point where, like, my room was, like, overtaken by awards. And I know some people actually have the same, like, kid lifestyle as me, where they had, like, a bunch of, like, awards to the point where, like, their wall was covered. Like, that was how I was. And so I think I accidentally made myself have high expectations in my family, because I guess, like, the expectations were set by me, and then I was never able to fail them at a certain point. And I think that that really does go for everyone. Like, I don't think that that's just, like, my sole personal experience. I think that that's very universal, and that's something that I really do empathize with other people that are, like, older and who have so much responsibility for their community. Like, community organizers especially, I really respect, because that's something I understand what that's like, because I've done work like that, and it just takes so much empathy. Like it's just the level of empathy that you don't see every day, and that's something, like, that level of empathy, like, that's something that I really admire, because I think that for me, what drives me a lot, what motivates me, is admiration for something or someone. Like, I think that when we grow up, and a lot of our culture in the Western world is just looking up to people who have success. And I would say not just success. I feel like back then we would look up to, as a civilization, we would look up to people who had long-term, long-form success. But then I think we did end up getting to the point where, like, now it's like, if success is, like, new founded, we also respect that, which I think is really interesting to see the world kind of change in that way as I get older, because like when we were younger, like when I was younger, I would always have to learn about like people who were innovators, who were like from like centuries ago, you know, but now it's like a lot of history books have modern culture in them, which I also feel like is a point of discussion where it's like people are like, oh, should we go back into learning about culture from historical viewpoints or from current viewpoints? And how I see it is, I think that like I don't really see the harm in learning from today's world, because I do think that younger people have a lot to share, like a lot of knowledge that the older generation they just don't have, you know what I mean? And at this point, I don't even know how the oranges will show, but that is too funny. You know what? Maybe I'll tape them on the top. Not tape, but glue. Okay, you know what? That's art. You just got to keep making it up. Okay, but anyways, yeah, so actually, maybe I'll make an opening. Anyways, okay, sorry. So yeah, so now we're just going to speed this up a little bit, because I paint based off of like my mood. So if you see that like a paint job by me looks like a little all over the place, that's the mood I was in, okay? So, but yeah, and so yeah, I think that there's so much to look forward to these days. You know, if you're alive and you're blessed to be here on this earth, and every waking day you're just grateful to be here, I think that that's a really good attitude to have, because that's the attitude I had to change up and really acclimate to, you know, because it's just like there were times, I will say, where like I just needed things to be perfect, and that level of perfectionism, like I was saying earlier, like I grew up with expectations that were put on me, and I think that pretty much made me a perfectionist just at a certain point. Like I just feel like there are times where I'm like, oh, you know, it's not a big deal, like I'm doing fine, you know what I mean? But then there are times where I'm like, wow, I'm actually so tired. Like, I don't know why people think that I have to have everything together. Like, can they not see I'm doing everything on my own, you know? But, I mean, what can you do? You know what I mean? So, yeah. Ah! It's me. Yeah. Well, that's where we're at. Okay. I had a feeling this was gonna happen, actually, so I don't know if I accidentally manifested this for myself, but period. And then now it has paint on them, but maybe that's the way that it should be. Father, I wanna say thank you, even if I don't understand. Yeah. So there's paint on them, did you know? But you know what I call this? I call this the artistry fruit vase. Okay? So it's like if Van Gogh was to be like tired but awake. Oh, there you go. And that's how you do it, folks. No, I'm kidding. Knowing me, I'm gonna have to paint over the purple because I just get bothered like that. Oh. No, come on. No, this is not gonna do it. It's not gonna do it. Okay, you guys can't see this because it's like far up there, but I need to put this in. It's gonna kill me. Or it's not, but. No! Oh my God. Okay. You know what? Screw it. We'll just put them back in. put them back in because I'm creative, but I'm not that creative. Okay, calm down. All right. I say to myself, okay. Then I got the blue. I just got random colors. Excuse me, my nose is itchy. But, oh my gosh, yeah. So my real estate exam is in 2 days, and I'm a bit scared. I will say I'm a bit scared, you know. I had this thing that I was gonna go to, like this networking event I was gonna go to today, and then I like completely forgot about it. But I feel like my sense of, like, my intuition has been getting really strong lately, where it's like subconsciously I know that I'm better off not doing something, but then like I already am so stubborn where I'm like, oh, I should go anyways, you know. And then like if I keep reminding myself to do something, I end up doing it. And I think when I lose interest, then I don't make it a priority, you know. Like I don't even naturally make it a priority. Like I don't even think about it. Like that's what's crazy. Like even it could be something like I put on my calendar, and like I can put like an asterisk next to it and be like, oh, make sure to keep this in mind. But like next thing you know, days leading up to it, like if I'm not interested, it's not even like a thought. Like it's as if like I never even brought it up. So I don't know if that makes sense or if that's like relatable, because I feel like it is relatable, but maybe it is a bit extreme, but I don't think so. You know what I mean? Like, because that doesn't really pertain to people. Like, you know, like if I really want to see someone, I'm going to see them. But when it comes to something like work related, it's really weird. Like I'm not lazy. I just feel kind of like, I don't know how to say it. Just kind of like I always feel like job opportunities come really easy for me. Now there was a moment actually where I doubted that, but for the most part, like 99.9% of the time, I feel like job opportunities come pretty easy, you know. Sorry, I keep looking in the camera because I'm like, does it look good if I was to take a picture of it? But I'm just gonna use my fingers at this point. But yeah, I'm really proud of myself though for being able to get myself out of situations. Like every single time I'm like nice to myself, I like want to cry, because there were times where I just turned so cold on the inside. Like I just felt so like, I don't know, like barren of emotions. Like I just felt like nobody was really there for me. And even though I had friends who dropped everything to help me, I just always felt like I just was misunderstood. And I don't know why that was, you know. Like I guess the best way to put it was like being quiet really was a part of it. Like when you're quiet, people kind of have to guess how you feel. And I think I just made people guess so much where it just got to the point where like nobody cared to even guess anymore, like how I was feeling and stuff. And it just got to the point where like I just really wanted like some time to figure things out. And I think that like specifically since 2023, I've done a lot of soul searching. Like before that, I really didn't do much. Like it kind of was just teenage exploration, you know, like identity exploration. But outside of that, like I never really, I don't know, I just never really soul searched the way I did in 2023. Because I just felt like, I think a lot of people 23 and 24 can relate to this, but it's a very odd time because you're not 25 where you can't say you're like mid-30s, but then you can't say you're like early 20s, you know? So it's just like you can, but then you can't even relate to the people who are like 21 to 23. So then like at 24, it's just like a weird age in my opinion. And when I was 24, I thought I was the only one going through something. Like I almost swore my life at that point. That's really what it felt like. And then I found out that other people were also just so alone and so like lost, and I had no idea. Like I really had no idea, because like everyone around me were just so happy and just like full of life, and I just was like down in the dumps, you know, and I didn't know who to talk to about anything really. Like I felt like it's just like I was so awkward at a certain point, and I even have like a voice memo, but actually I don't know if I deleted it, but I recorded myself like talking to myself. Just okay, that sounds really creepy or weird, but it was more like something to look back on, because I didn't have my journal with me, and because I was so used to doing therapy like over phone calls at the time, like telehealth, I just decided, oh, what if I just did therapy but I talked to myself? So I recorded myself, and it was like, it was really not even sad, it was more like confusing, because like back then, it was like in 2021 actually, I did like this therapy session with myself, and I had said like, I was like, oh, I'm so just lost. And I just remember saying to myself, like, I'm so lost, don't know what I'm doing, I don't know where I'm going, I don't know who's there for me. And it was just really, really like, it was just really strange, because at the time, I wasn't dating anyone, and I felt really weird that I wasn't. And it's just so funny, because now I look at 22-year-olds like they're babies, but when I was 22, I was like so sad that I was single. And then on top of that, everyone didn't know I was sad, because they're like, oh, but you're single, but you're pretty, so like, are you purposely choosing to be picky or something? And I just kept getting told like, oh, you're being picky, like there's no way you're not getting guys. Well, I mean, now I can explain. I was not getting dudes were not asking me out. It was literally post-quarantine. I don't know who thought it was good to even socialize during such a scary time, but yeah, I wasn't going out for that reason, first and foremost. And then my friends were living out of state or pretty far away, so I didn't see my friends, and it just was like the loneliness kind of kicked in. But I don't like to say that it was COVID loneliness, because I feel like the more accurate expression of that would be if it was in 2020. But this was like kind of later, where things were opening back up and we could start seeing each other, but I don't know, it was still kind of risky, and I didn't want to take a risk. So I pretty much sacrificed my social life for my health, which I think was the better idea in hindsight. But I guess if I could choose what I would do with my life now, or like what I would change, I guess to really improve on a situation and to have other people follow suit, I would just do like whatever, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to clean that up. Whatever route is with the most guidance. Because when you choose paths where you're doing like everything yourself, like kind of like what I'm doing now, it's really tough, guys. Like I wouldn't recommend this. It's really, really stressful. And I know it may seem fun, like maybe my life, it's like, oh, she has all this free time, or she has all these ways of like guidance. And it's like, I don't have a lot of guidance. I don't have a lot of free time. On the contrary, it's a lot of things that you wouldn't imagine if you're not like really an expert in that. But yeah, like I don't have a lot of the things that I think people should have in order to feel supported. And I think that's the best thing that anyone can ever feel in life, is to feel supported. And that's mainly what I want to end this year before next year comes. Like I just want to feel supported in everything I do. Like, you know, I didn't realize that's what I was looking for years. I thought it was more like, well, people should understand me. People should, should be more forgiving. But honestly, it's not about understanding. It's not about forgiveness. It's just about, like, can they see what I'm doing is something that they feel comfortable to openly support, you know? Okay, so it looks kind of handmade, and it was, so who cares? But yeah, so I'm just gonna finish this. I'm gonna give you guys a little sneak peek of how it looks, and then I think I'm gonna add a little bit of yellow, but I do have to clean in a bit. I really do. So let's just add a little bit of yellow. Let me get the other brush. Thought of something so funny. Okay. I just thought about how, like, I'm gonna have, like, no time to swim. Okay. Okay. Ugh. Okay, okay. Okay, I don't know why that's so hard to open. My hands are wet too, though. Okay, I'll give up on that for now. Don't worry, it's pretty easy to wash off. It's easy to rub off a little bit. But why is this not? Oh, I feel it. Okay. All right, the yellow is working, so we'll just use the yellow. I know that these were actually really popular colors by Van Gogh, and he is very talented. Is and was, okay? It's like a big blob. So I don't know why I did that, but I did. Not sure why it has to look this way, but we're just gonna keep going around. So that doesn't look weird, guys. We gotta keep going around so it doesn't look weird. Like, I'm into abstract, crazy art, but not like this. Not like this. Okay. So, please, I'm hoping this white will open. Okay, it does. Yes, thank God. Okay. So I know you guys can't see. So yeah, you know, I guess the ASMR, oops. Okay, now I'm gonna use my finger now. I'm just gonna use my finger. Wait, this is purple? Oh yeah. Okay, I'm gonna use all the paint that we have here. I'm just gonna use this. You see this? This is going to 30 minutes. We're at the 30-minute mark. Okay. Which I really wasn't paying attention to the time, really, but. It's me. So if you can't find me, look to the western sky. Has someone told you lately? Everyone deserves a chance to fly. And if I'm flying solo, at least I'm flying free. For those who trust, I don't even know the words anymore. Close my eyes and leave. It's time to try defying gravity. As soon as I'm defying gravity. Da, 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 da. And nobody of all of us is ever gonna bring me down. I hope you're happy. Bring me down. Oh, oh, oh. Listen, I never claimed to be a professional painter. I never did that, okay? So if you think this looks bad, when did I ever say it shouldn't? You know what I'm saying? Like, no one ever said it shouldn't look bad. Okay. Anyways, guys, so we're nearing the end of this video. I just want to thank y'all so much for being here, and I hope you like all the art stuff I'm posting because you know, I really want y'all to get to know me a little more before it starts getting into more like work stuff. You know, because you never know when these videos will resurface over the years, and you know, maybe I'll look back on this time like, wow, time goes by. You know, I know I will. So, and I think it's fun for y'all to see the journey that I'm on and stuff like that. So yeah. All right, guys. All right, final look before I gotta clean up. Like I said, no one said it should look awesome, okay? Or even, what did I say exactly? That it should look good, okay? But yeah, I'm selling it for $1,000. I'm just kidding. All right, love y'all. Good night.